did nothing, false promise, fooling the public, and then we are at this very situation. So it is his moral responsibility to resign from his portfolio. It is his moral obligation because he failed us miserably by not doing his homework well. So these are some target side of the government where they are covering. Now he said that the decision taken by the cabinet, although it is illegal, again, forget about being legal or not legal. Now he said it is not based on emotional decision. However, when he talked about those government servants, who we cannot take them as government servant, contractual appointee, who work for 15 years, 10 years, and now they are at the age of, they are at the stage of overage. See, check this point. Then what about the aspirants who are working tirelessly, who were teaching in the government, in the private sector, who were preparing tirelessly, who have already qualified with NET, doing their PhD, waiting for the government to advertise the post. On the other side of the story, they also got overage. Now, why he is so much interested on with his political agenda? Why he is not addressing those aspirants who were working in the private sector, waiting for the government to advertise, but got overage because the government did not advertise on time? Then why is taking the sides of those people whom he appointed illegally? Now the government did. The government said that it is not emotional appointment; it is practical. But what they did is practically emotional. They did not do anything which benefits the citizen. Now I urge the enlightened minds to please enlighten ourselves with all these government functions. We need to dig deep in order to have knowledge so that we can counter the government.
And fellow citizens of Nagaland, today we are not just gathered here in protest, we are gathered here in conscience. We are gathered here because the dreams of thousands have been betrayed, because 147 possession of assistant professor possession means to be filled through a fair and transparent process conducted by the Nagaland Public Service Commission have been filled arbitrarily, secretively, and without a formal examination. Let me remind this House, these are not just jobs. These are opportunities for youth who have burned midnight oil, studied through financial hardship, endured years of uncertainty, and prepare for the CESE exam with dignity, discipline, and determination. What message is the government sending to its youth? That merit doesn't matter? That transparency is optional? That the future of education can be traded in silence? If opportunity can be met without exam, then why was NPSC CESE ever created? Why were thousands of aspirants spending years in preparation? Why were mock days, coaching, and competitive efforts even needed? Let's call it what it is, a mockery of constitutional principles, a betrayal of meritocracy, a deep wound to the youth of Nagaland. To the decision maker, I say this with resolve. We are not against job. We are against backdoor entries. We are against the take of fairness. We are against the silence of merit. Today, we demand three things, and we demand them not with violence, but unshakable truth. Immediate cancellation of all assistant professor appointment made without NPSC CESE. A fresh transparent recruitment process through the commission open to all eligible aspirants. A written assurance and institutional mechanism to prevent such bypassing of public examination in future. Yes. This protest is not political, it is constitutional. It is a stand for equal opportunity. It is a voice for thousands of voiceless aspirants whose future have been discounted behind closed doors. Let this be known across the hills and valleys of Nagaland. We will not stop. We will not break. We will stand until fairness stands tall against. Because this isn't just about 147 votes. It's about the soul of our state's future. We seek no favor, only fairness. We seek no privilege, only process. We seek no shortcut, only justice. Let history record on this day, the youth of Nagaland choose to rise, not in anger, but in conviction, not in noise, but in strain of truth. Justice delay is opportunity denied, and we refuse to be denied. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Nagaland, Jai Meritocracy.
And I'm thankful to all of you for coming here today for a good cause. Taking this opportunity, moi ajiman man duk paina ina buhulewi thakawi thakena la bulewi kwanishina. Many of the good leaders have already spoken that puila dido Nagaland de central government ra pisa pathai chu buledo use kurina khotom bi na hoigina government ge central government ge pisa wapas di de ju puila time de. And those are the things which really happen though. Really now look at our government. Every year deficit hu no eh. World Bank lakiman baki bukhezen Nagaland government no. Now why is this happening? Election time day. That's why many of the 95% of the people who are here are youths. So I just want to tell you, you have to know how to utilize your adult franchise. During the election, you think that it's none of my duty, I'm not interested in politics. तो मैं जगह वोट कुली की हो तो अपनी जगह वोट ना कुली जाओ अलग मानो अहिना अपनी लपाल दे अपनी लपक्सी मारी दे दो. You have to know the importance of that one vote. Example like mala adult franchise to balra utilize to the government would have been better than what it is today. You agree with me? Because see, yesterday also we were having meeting with the scholars, with the highly qualified PhDs and all. So they were discussing. Please don't mind if I mention this, okay? They were discussing that combined educational service examination the marking system to take na. I to fear na kutha kwaso tam bitore. Panchayat nisina. So I just said, can I say something? So what I asked them is to abhiyan ite kutha koi thaka do marking system to take na kwado. Itu kon ba design way, only it is service room from the kon ba banai kwado. So some of them said directorate na to directorate पर बनाई वैसे अच्छा directorate कुछ भी तो लॉपॉडी को देसे MLAs का ministers का नज़र ना ना तो ताम्रा service room तो बनाई दो department ला service room बना मानो हम तो educated ना हुई ले तो किला service room तो बना हो सकता. I am talking about the higher education department. इत्या तभी तो highly qualified का double PhD का तो पिक थकीना itu kan la department la service room banaule do qualified manu thakio lage na nai ministers kana MLAs kan do qualified thakio lage na noile I always use to give example apni ekjon manu ke power department la minister banai dibi non qualified manu ekjon ke through pisa election tai vote kini na jiti na power department la election minister hui jaisi tai. I'm just giving an example. Since the minister does not have any technical knowledge, tai ko transformer 250 kVA la mula khiti mula farm de dali di na go do tai na because itu technically the ekta pismi na jene do tai he just think that 250 mula to dongor je mula farm de dali so it will cost you in terms of crores the transformer huli upai nai engineer chief to minister ko ase dalio lage उपाय ना थिंगा तली दीजिए तो किम्मन नागालैंड ला रिसोर्स खान तो वेस्ट हो जाए नहीं बाबी संदे आरो मैं इतना कुबले मुन थका दो in other states qualified people can get example if he is an engineer in a particular stream he will be given the in charge of that department. Only here it doesn't work like that, na. Does it work like that? Na chule do yete do na chule do na. Itu kane itu bala bansi all la galti thakise in the beginning. Was it our fault? Will you agree that it was our fault? Because we did not use our adult franchise na properly. Bala use ko na do na. Itu election really no ide. Will we at the end of the day department la service rule कौन बनाए? Ministers हमरा MLA हमरा बनाए. NPSC la rules हम कौन बनाए? itu भी हमरा ही बनाए. So instead of complaining that mila branch to Ligase, so when the next election comes, you ask the candidate, what is the vision you have for our future Nagaland? Itu is it. Will you have the guts to ask that? Tadi iku dia naik do, television jadi lagi do na, tapi malah future kali ki plan kurese. Our economy is so imbalanced, no way. Is our economy balanced? Mala Nagaland is agree. There are some families. Kumba family is ekta family de ekta grateful post na thagabe is asna na. Ekta family de ekta government post ekta pina thagala family is no. Whereas there are some families here in Nagaland who can afford to go anywhere in the country, anywhere outside the country in this world, they can afford. None way. Vacation jawle, kudi berole, they have the money to do all those things. Whereas man kwanishna loklak ra yete ahule la pusa mataka manume asudo agree kwena na. Mon ba yete ahala kiko pusa mataka manume asudo agree kwena na. Kuli kumba manose whole 6 months to tahan alag country de biraule la pisa so naga manon. Our economy is imbalanced, so our future is at risk. Itone I want to tell the young peoples here in the next election, use not your emotions. I will say, okay, you have to use your brain in the next election. I'm not asking you to give vote to me here. Not necessary that I should become MLA. Not. My thinking is, kina hule itu system itu service rule kan department la service rule kan office memorandum man tik na gore itu tik system de ani dule munjai itu is. There are some departments in Nagaland who are using service rule of 1960, even before my dad was born. Which is na. This is a state. Nagaland example 1960 la service rule chola manubi asido department kumbaikya, and they are not willing to upgrade that also. How many times have the pressure group pressured the department to update the service rule, but they are not willing to because it benefits them in some way or not. Through that they are using that, through that they can apply the backdoor policy. Ito na ito service rule update na kuretan. So in order to bring about change in all those things, we have to be awakened. Don't be ignorant anymore. I just want to say that. Naga, if we look at our literacy rate, our literacy rate is very, very, very high. Much better than most of the states in India. Only when you come, ignorance, our ignorance is much better. Above that, our ignorance. Hey, itu me like duty no. It's not of my duty, not my branch. Mula na way. Itu baba na thage naman. And this is just an ekta example here. I just want to अपने सब भी जानी थी बोली अपने आगे highlight गोले मुन थकाने से पहला time दे before the statehood was given to all the northern states today, northeastern states today. We have 8 states now, no? Northeast state. तो पहला तो सब under Assam थकीजो, Assam थकीजो पहला तो. Itulah बिटोरे कौन तो first state to statehood पाजे? Can you tell me? Itu northeastern state बिटोरे कौन सबसे first statehood पाजे? Anybody? Mulai GP kamzor sih, lihat abni abni mantap punya guna. No. Nagaland as well, no. Is it Nagaland? Nagaland as well. Really, you look at the health center also. Health and Family Welfare Department mala hospital facilities I say. A foolish guy like me always keep complaining to the government. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? I mean, you power officials come join with me. Raise your voice against this corruption. Kilimala Health Center iman biase. To make a serious bimar you have to go to Manipur, Rim State. Jana Rajai, you have to go to Shillong. You have to go to Guwahati. Whereas this is the state which got the statehood first before any other state. Why are we so backward? Do you not feel that there is something wrong with our system? Na system di koi problem nai. Problem asna nai. Sabi itu karena moi kwaze mahando awaken ho lagi. Chupchap na thaki jabi. We ina story narrate koi kande galti gi huli parela huli. Pula manu juma kwado. At one time, Assam government was so corrupted that all Assam student union as Kamra government ki girai dina tahamra hi government chulai shi. Nabi time ekta thiksu jide. You also Google and see. To man students can do man educated kwado educated mane not only in your degree na. Apni in your everyday walks of life be educated ho lage do. If you see something which is wrong, you have to say it is wrong. Just few days back also I have raised this issue. Any health center la kotha kwasamai. In many of the health centers, PHC gan nishnande, primary health care center de primary health care center to ekta PHC bra 13-14 villages side of. Kumbadi to 20 village pi side. Huli ekta PHC divi doctor ekta na thakabi so. Not even a single doctor na thakabi ase. Aro example ma la Naga hospital ede Kohima Naga hospital ase na Kohima la. Tadi CT scan to pinai. How many times have I raised the issue? But the government is not willing to address my issue. Why? Because I alone cannot do anything. I need people's support. CT scan nai, mammogram nai, last year I complained with it. Ito to be nai. Kumba manu bimar huna, overbook huna Naga hospital de buhi thakibo. CT scan kuri bole do, taki wheelchair de lui jana, gari de buhi na lui jana, alag private hospital de CT scan guna wapas hami lage. How fair is that? Why is this happening here in our state? Kili na huena mala state too. Today, youths, we have to talk to ourselves now. Now the time has come. The politicians cannot fool us with their false promises anymore. They are also humans like you and I. They are not any extraordinary person. Okay, they are also humans like you and I. You agree? And I hate this VIP system, see. Manu kiman traffic thakiba itu ki koile siren bajai na jo. Are they are considering themselves as demigods. You go to other states, the VIPs they don't get such kind of treatments. You agree? Then what's so special with our state now? Iko bisi dongorzo man. Alag mati chupayo na itli koni morzo me. They are also humans. So if you know that there is something wrong, stop being silent. Our coalition, if you take my words, if you feel that is correct, was 2028 na, abdi pusa na thakili ko noy, moi bhi pusa thakina election jana hai. Okay. Are pusa na thakina jaji. I just wanted to teach that politicians, corrupted politicians, what is politics? According to them, politics means manipulation. No way. According to me, politics means making good policies for people which will benefit your citizens asile itu ane kwaje tuni ete apni ki constituency la se puisa na thakili with good motives with good intention you contest apni educated ase apni la feel de to apni ahinau to department durile do Nagaland to flourish gro do Nagaland bi manu nisina age jao do nale wo age de kuma manu mention ko se it is the world is good mala dunia do khatam ho jaye it is because the good people are mere spectators they are silent ekta age de speaker already kudise na noy my calling on say your life begins to end the day you are silent about things which you know is wrong itore ni calling on thakado don't be mere spectators anymore show them in the next 2028 election now some was in your own respective constituencies you teach them what is your you ask the candidate apni moila go mano je apni moila khandala je apni moila busti mano je itula do chhari dini that will not work that is the reason Nagaland is not growing moila clan la je moila busti la je moila tribe la je itula je itu kare Nagaland grow no do don't be confined with the all tribalism thinking mando tribal ase tribal ado narrow thinking thake do itu na thaki jawi kwa dialogue bishi mari dese ulwi si mon bitor de ki se opportunity pa kan de uli mon thaka gane amne angi kui dese aro bar ko se uli who will frame the laws the rules how a department should function who will frame the rules and regulation how the PNR should function who will frame the rules and regulation how NPSC should function who will frame the rules and regulation how the police the administration should function. It is all by the elected members, okay? You have to remember. Don't think that you are not affected because of this politics. You are directly affected. If you are silent, if you don't use your adult franchise properly, you are affected. Ni mo itu bar ko thege mo la speech se na huli na ko biase. Mala ministers kan dongor portfolio buya buke kan do class 10 pass bishi nai do. Mo tangi so guli ngade kwa no re. To tai dongor ita department buke se class 10 pass bi nai to how is he supposed to frame all the rules and regulations? Example, department last service rule like say I always say service rule is the bible of that particular department. So service rule de kima ekta amendment rule ase bole do since he doesn't have any knowledge tala PS kan tala director kan ta amra ki ko oh acha sai ho do na hoy itore apni ambi realize rule age itui ko ase de thank you aro age pichi de ulbi ama de funeral service ro thakiyo ko ase ulbi okay. After the funeral service, we'll do the chantings again. Aji itu funeral service loa do mala mon de bikhari dikhawle kureso government ge na uli mala demand ki se tu eso we'll stick to that it is yeah thank you.